Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. I hope we're all doing well. I apologize if I sound a little bit froggy today. I just got up not too long ago. But I am very glad to be here with you guys. Man, I am a little bit froggy, aren't I? Alright. Get some rare morning voice from me. Alright. How are we doing today? Getting some mid-morning smole. I'm too tired to speak, guys. Hold on, let me take a sip of this coffee. It's good coffee. Alright. But how are we doing? How did our week finish up? I hope everybody had a good Friday, good end of their week. And I hope your weekend has got some good stuff going on, whether you're just relaxed and hanging out, or if you've got some plans of some sort. Alright. Let's see. Should have audio. I don't know why we don't have audio. I've run into this before with Final Fantasy XII, where it occasionally doesn't like to do let's see. If we go graphics settings, we go full screen. See if that helps out a little bit. Now that's a weird one. Because it should be having everything come through. Let me see here. Let's see. It's coming through game capture. You guys hear me, which is good. Do I have a different audio source somewhere? No, I do not. Alright. Let me wait for my monitoring to catch up here. There we go. How strange is that? Alright, well, like I said, it's the morning, and it wouldn't be a stream of mine if there wasn't a little bit of scuff going on. Alright. Now, I forgot how quick Final Fantasy XII can move sometimes. In that, we did a fair bit, as we also got through what is my personal least favorite part of the game last time, which is the famous I'm Captain Bosch, hear me roar type deal. Rise and Grind Gold, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well, man. Always good to see you. But yeah, like I said, we got captured by the Imperials. We broke out of broke out of captivity. We ran around some mines with a sassy lost child, which was hilarious. I love Lamont. And yes, I will continue to call him Lamont. We have entered the world of political shadiness. Speaking of, I think our mission right now is to go talk to the Marquis of Bougerba, because he's kind of being a double agent. That's kind of his shtick right now. Yeah, there. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, let's go talk to him. Also, if you didn't watch the last one, it was very funny. Vaughn was getting his girl stolen by Mr. Suave, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
When Vossler learned my father had been killed the night of the treaty signing, he returned to Ravenaster, there to aid my escape. There was still time before Vane's reach extended too far.
Ooh, that was another thing.
We thought that you could protect me.
Current Imperial regent.
However, when I then made the announcement that you had taken your own life, I must have seemed a model citizen of the Empire.
Remarks about bringing the Marquis to heel again.
The announcement, you see, was Vane's suggestion.
I have a bad feeling Bougerba is going to turn into a giant
at the time I was reluctant, but I could not perceive his reasons.
But still probably not very healthy.
Now it is clear he meant to drive a wedge between us.
Halim, we are past all this. Bougerba must stand with us. We can stop Vane.
Ooh, before we leave here too, I need to check if we have a hunt in the Bougerba mines. I have a vague memory of us picking up a hunt from the hunt board that we need to do here in Bougerba.
I once knew a girl whose only wish was to be carried in her uncle's arms. Your Majesty is a woman grown now.
Then Bougerba will aid me.
Suppose for a moment you were to defeat Vane. What then? You cannot simply rebuild your kingdom with the only proof of your birthright stolen.
Some of the characters
without that,
the
Grand Kiltia Sanbra Omises cannot and will not recognize your Majesty as the rightful heir.
This is a little bit too early for this accent, man.
You may yet be a princess,
I can barely comprehend.
But without proof of your identity, you are powerless.
The Marquis is a cool character.
You will remain with me. We do nothing till the time is right.
I cannot just wait.
Then what does your Majesty propose we do?
Uncle Halim.
Incidentally, what is the going rate for rescuing princesses these days?
My man Balthier on that grind set.
The good stuff, mind you.
This can be arranged, though it will take some time.
Time enough for a bath, I hope. Dirty business, you know. Best bring a change of clothes, too.
Oh, I love Balthier. He's a sly one. Him and Fran both. I've gushed about those two before, but they are a dynamic duo. I firmly believe the story of this game would not be anywhere near as good
This is Balthier's ship.
Those two were not in it.
I'm going to retrieve the Dawn Shard. It's the proof that I need. I know where it's hidden. I'll return his airship later.
Are you crazy?
This is something that I have to do. Not only for myself, but for all those who have fallen. I will not be made to hide. I'll fight alone if I must.
You still have Bosch, right? Besides, you can't just go around stealing people's ships. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to concentrate.
That's quite enough, Your Majesty. What do you think? A bit over the top?
In my line of work, you never know when something like this might come in handy.
I'm trying to concentrate.
I'm leaving you with the Marquis.
You can't.
Trust me, you're better off staying here.
Suppose you kidnapped me instead. You're a sky pirate, aren't you? Then steal me. Is that so much to ask?
What do you have that I would want?
The Dynast King's treasure. The Dawn Shard is but one of the riches that lie waiting in King Wraithwall's tomb.
Now you're speaking his language.
King Wraithwall, you say?
Kidnapping royalty is a serious offense. It won't do much to lower the bounty on your head.
How much is the price on your head these days, I wonder?
Allow me to escort you in Vosla's place.
Will you be joining us?
What? Are you kidding? I don't want to stick around this place.
Then I'm coming too.
Canelo?
Don't leave me here.
Of course not.
Then it's settled. We should leave before the Marquis realizes she's missing, like proper kidnappers.
Well, if Fran is down for it, I suppose I can be cajoled into it. Ooh, in the Imperial City. We haven't seen a whole lot on the Imperial side, on their home soil. It's usually just been the Judges, Vane, and Lamont. That's essentially been our exposure to the Imperial side of things. This mic real quick. There you go. I think it'd be really fun to put together a suit of armor like the Judges from Final Fantasy 12. I think that'd be a very, very cool thing to cosplay at a convention. Although I feel like a lot of people would be very confused as to whether it would be Final Fantasy 12 or 14 at this point. Because Garlemald, who is especially in much of the early
does this set
Final Fantasy 14 story, is the big antagonist.
I have
and they take a lot of
receives
design
funds
cues
from Lord Vane.
From the
His
Arcadian
agency
Empire
in the
here
fall of
in Final
Nabudis
Fantasy
is
12.
also certain. Yet, with Judge Zect, who led the assault, missing, the truth remains difficult to ascertain.
The long, cold years have clouded my eyes. I cannot see my own son's heart.
My lord.
Calm down, man.
This
Not that real.
illness will claim me. So then, who is to be my successor? The Senate fears the capable Peregrine Vane. They prefer a young fledgling emperor. Gabranth, once in the past I laid siege to your homeland.
The Republic of Landis is long since gone. My allegiance lies wholly with the Empire.
Perhaps. But what of your brother? He did not accept us as you did. He fled to Dalmasca. Did you never think to follow him?
I follow his every move. He is an enemy of the Empire. He will be cut down.
What a dog.
So you would kill even your own brother for the Empire. Be that as it may, Gabranth. Your ruthlessness is not without merit.
I don't usually use the term,
but
because it's,
it
in my
must
opinion,
not
one of those
become
very
this way
oversaturated
with
terms.
Larsa.
But homeboy right there
You
talking
must
to the Emperor,
ensure that it does not.
he is just a straight up bootlicker.
So then you ask me to be his sword,
Oh my
to
goodness.
strike where he might not.
Rather be his shield.
Maybe he's got a good reason. Alright,
Gabranth,
maybe he does. But
keep your close
it's been a
watch
long
on
while
Vane.
since I played Final Fantasy XII
His is
last.
the keenest blade of all.
So all I'm
lord.
seeing is homeboy is willing to betray and kill his brother
Do this for me,
basically no
Gabranth.
reason.
I could not bear to see my sons war with each other again.
There we go. Dalmasco Westersand. Been a second since we've been here. I should have known the game wouldn't let me go back easily into Benjerba. That's alright though, we can
This
use the
come in
transport
handy
system.
often?
It's tough being popular. Wouldn't want any admirers dropping in while we're away. Well now, that's as far as she goes. We'll be in yacht from here onwards.
Across the Sand Sea, to the Valley of the Dead, and to King Wraithwall's tomb below.
So when you're in yacht, skystones don't work at all. That's why we gotta hoof it the rest of the way, you see?
Happy you get to teach me something for a change?
Well, if you want to be a sky pirate, you gotta know your... Hey, what do you mean for a change?
Come on,
At least we thought to bring
I'm
entertainment.
smarter than you.
Oh yeah? Says who? You want to see what they think about it?
I wouldn't be so confident.
You're sunk, girl. You already made the decision. You're stuck here with us. All of us idiots. Alright. Let's see, where are we at, actually? Nope. Let's go ahead and save, because we got a whole lot of cutscene through there. Drop that. Alright. World map. The Western Sand. I don't think there's anything preventing us from... going after any hunts. Did I not do this? Oh, I just didn't report to the guy. Let's see, we've done those. Let's see, Giza Plains. Okay. Then the Pilka Bujerba. Hunter Rocktoys. The Coos Skygrounds in Bujerba. I would like to do both of those, actually. Because this will be the Giza Plains, which is here in Bujerba, and then this one's going to, well, not in Bujerba, in Dalmasca. Then the other one will be in Bujerba. So, oh, nice. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to Bujerba. Let's see, who do we need to speak to? That probably would have been nice to check, huh? Private's Power. Talk to Pilika at the Coos Skygrounds. Oh, wait, do we have a map? Nice, okay. So we just gotta go around to there. We pick up ye oldie hunt mark. Oh, not this way. And then keep on rolling. To quote Limp Bizkit, we will be rolling. And keep a rolling. I still think this game is really, really beautiful, even all this time away from its release. It really is a question of art design versus graphics, in my opinion. I think that's why several other games, such as Bloodborne, are still gorgeous and absolutely stunning to experience. Let's see. Skygrounds. Where's this guy at? Where are you? Who are you? Oh man, what was that? What was that soundbite from? Was that Courage the Cowardly Dog? I think it was. I think it was one of the ones where the creepy cat is around in the episode and just goes, "Who are you?" You guys remember Courage the Cowardly Dog? That show was wild, man. I mean, like, legitimately insane. That was a horror show, man. That was not a comedy. Now, as far as old cartoons go, well, one, even though it was a little bit before my time, I watched a lot of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And that, for my money, is one of the best cartoons ever made. But Ed, Edd and Eddy, dude, that's a classic. That was an instant classic when it came out. Alright. Oh, I did mention it before we started things up and got rolling. But I did not do any off-screen grinding in between the last time we were playing. On stream, that is. So everything, and I'll show it here. We've got our levels, which match what we were at last time we left off and left our heroes. We check our license boards. You guys, if you guys want to check and see, you've got it all. Oh, that's right. I haven't decided what we want to do with Ash as far as a class goes. I'll think on that some more. Penelo, we need to level because she is now a monk. Let's see. Get light 3. I want to go this way. I can't remember what the move is for monks. I feel like they're like really gambit heavy. If the 4 freaking gambits that you see on screen isn't a suggestion, but I can't remember how you want to set monks up to do the best. They're fairly tanky too, apparently. They get a lot of health upgrades. Alright. And the reason why I'm going ahead and unlocking stuff for her here in her license board is because Final Fantasy XII has been known to all of a sudden go low lamau and throw you in a situation you did not expect to be in. And not having a bunch of characters leveled up to swap out in case things go sideways real quick. That is not a good idea not to have that backup. I think it'll be pretty okay. Actually, we might run. What are her gamuts looking like? Party leader, nearest visible. Why don't we do that with her? Party leader, then nearest visible. Attack. We'll swap out Bosch, I think, which Bosch is my goat right now, honestly. The dude is a, if you make him a knight, he just turns into a murder machine. Super tanky, big fan. Let's see. Let's head into the Lushu mines. Right, please heal her up. I do wish if you leveled up, or not leveled up, but got upgrades in the license boards, that it would automatically pull the HP, if you get an HP upgrade, up to where it increased to. Like if you increase the HP by 10, let's say, it automatically would heal you by 10, essentially, to compensate for the fact that your health bar is getting bigger, and it would keep it the same percentage. But I do, you know, I say that, but that does seem like something that's exploitable. Like you would just not use those upgrades until the very end, or as a panic button. Let's see. Use dark. There we go. I don't know, man. I mentioned this last time, but that dude on 2 legs there, the big guy, makes me uniquely uncomfortable. There's just something not right about that. Alright. Now, we were hunting this guy. His name was Carbo. Found in Site 2. Ah, okay, I see. Alright. We can make our way through there. Get a little XP while we're at it, before we continue the main story. Which I do think I've decided. I'm probably going to do the big secret boss of this game but I don't think I'm going to be doing all of the prep work on stream, unless that's something you guys would like to see. I don't think it'd be a very good viewing experience, unless I just want to boot up Final Fantasy 12 on occasion, just to hang out, really, and talk while we do that, because it'll just be a lot of grinding. And I'm going to try, like I said, to keep most of the grinding off-screen. But I do want to do the super bosses, and that would be its own dedicated stream. Because I don't think it's as bad as the Final Fantasy 13 big secret boss, but it could take, depending on how it goes, a few hours to complete. And I'm sure I'm not going to have the optimal setup for it. But to do so, if I remember right, and I'll check this up, maybe after stream, or maybe if I take a quick break at some point during this stream, I'll check and see what all we need to do, but I believe we need to do every single hunt in the game before we are able to get access to the secret boss. So it'll be a minute before we do that. Oh, hello. That man just spawned in front of me. Get out of here. There's a couple of secret items and weapons I'll need to grab as well to make sure that we've got a chance. Some good armor, some good weapons, if not the best in the game that I can get. Alright. Ooh. Mr. Balthier, if you would be so kind. Dark is a good spell. Oh my goodness. That is just a solid spell all the way around. I do really wish that we could use the healing magic on undead enemies. That has been a, in my mind, that is one of the staples of Final Fantasy magic. And is actually, not many people know this, but anytime I run D&D, that is a secret mechanic that I homebrew into anytime I play a D&D, to where if you heal undead, they will actually take double damage from what they would have healed if they were a normal creature. That's never anything I tell anybody, because I want it to be something where, you know, like me as a kid, you know, playing Final Fantasy like 1 and 2, you just are like, what if, like, he's dead, what if I try and heal him? And then it happens and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Man, I gotta play some D&D again soon sometime. I adore D&D as a system. Now, if you guys know all the stuff that's been around D&D, I'm not terribly interested or fussed about any of the controversies around D&D. I'm purely concerned with D&D as a system, not as an institution, as it were. So, if you're coming at it and you're like, I don't like this or that about D&D, I completely get it. I've not bought anything official from D&D in a long, long time. I get it, but it's a very good system even then, and I'll still play it. I do need to play some Pathfinder. I've heard nothing but good things, and I've played it like once. I'm really not very familiar with it, but everybody I know who plays Pathfinder swears by it. And there was, oh my goodness, I still can't remember. I think I had a brain fart about it the last time I was trying to talk about it. There's a tabletop, actually I'm going to look it up real quick. Because it's a cool system. It's a system for mech games on tabletop. Let's see. Mech table RPG. Because I mentioned Lancer, that is the system I was thinking about. It looks really cool. I've looked into it a little bit before, but I don't have anybody I know who plays Lancer, and I don't have any of the rules for it. But I mentioned before that I actually own a copy of the Armored Core 6 tabletop game, and I would love to run that at some point. I would love to run that for some people. That is going to take a very particular group of people, though, I think, because that, I was looking through it the other day, and man, it gets noodly. It goes way harder in the paint than I think most people are interested in as far as customization and building out your mech, and you know, choosing what parts you want to buy or not buy and equip, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart, as it were. It looks like a really fun system, though. I've also played a fair bit of the World of Darkness stuff, specifically Hunter, the Vigil. That is what I'm mostly familiar with. Very interesting system. It runs purely off of D8s, if I remember right, which is something I've never really run into before outside of that system. Very, very good, very flavorful. It is definitely less of a hard rules system, at least how people have run it for me before, and much more of a cinematic experience. So if that's your thing and you like kind of the more of the dark urban fantasy type feel, as well as the fact that it seems like a really good system that you could reskin for other stuff as well. And then what was the Warhammer one? The Dark Heresy, I think. I've played that once, and that was only as a one-shot. Had a great time. It was just me and a bunch of 40k nerds playing Dark Heresy, and that was a great time. I would love to play more of that too. Oh, don't give up, skeleton. Unfortunately, there's 3 of us and 1 of you, so I think I know who's gonna win that fight. Yep. Actually, how good is Fran's magic? Where's this guy? Hit him with a fire spell real quick. Not super incredible. It's cool that Fran gets a little bit of magic naturally, being a Viera. However, it's not the best in the world. Honestly, she can be a bit of a shoe-in for. Oh, I did not mean to use Dark. That was not a smart decision on my part, because they will heal off of that. But as I was saying, it's cool that Fran gets magic and kind of makes her a shoe-in for healing, because using Cure with Fran is, unless you just really need a specific damage type, is kind of the way to go if you aren't investing in her as a mage entirely. I've definitely heard of a lot of people making Fran their white mage in Final Fantasy XII, making her the healer, in addition to just mages in general. But as for me, until we get the second license word unlocked, I am a big fan of Archer Fran. I'm a big Fran, you might say. Am I out of regular pots? Oh no, okay. I was like, oh my goodness, I have wandered in here to my death. Okay, yeah, let's keep fighting Skeleton C. Oh my goodness. Pinello does like no. Wait a minute. We need you to be unarmed. Is that really all we got? Oh my goodness. No wonder she's struggling. There we go. She's a little bit better. The monk should be unarmed. Oh my goodness. Cure again? No. Take that. Thank you. Alright. Oh! She's in a bad way. Time for a little cure action. Now, upon reflection, we're probably gonna have to... Actually, can I go ahead and switch her out? Oh, man. Alright. Well, she's gonna go down, and that's fine. We're gonna switch her out. Who do you want to switch out? Bosch or Vaughn? Let's switch her out for Vaughn, I think. Who we have is an Ulan. That's the class we made him. Which is a spear bro. Think Lancer from Fate Stay Night. Except way less cool. Sorry, Vaughn. It's just the reality of the situation. Let's see. Pot please, pot please. There we go. Oh my goodness, we're already doing so much more damage. We've literally quadrupled the damage output just from switching out Pinello. Poor Pinello. She's definitely the dump character of this of this run. I'm probably not going to be using her a whole lot. If I get her second license board, she's probably going to get switched into a white mage, if I'm being honest. There we go. Do I have antidotes? I do. Because Final Fantasy scares me when it starts throwing around poison. Words cannot describe the frustration and aggravation I've had over the years of being absolutely up to my shoulder, like shoulder deep into a dungeon. Only for the tides to turn, because I get poisoned. Like one or two of my characters get poisoned, and all of a sudden I am too far into the dungeon to get out, and I'm also not far enough in for me to commit to actually trying to finish the boss at the end. It is very irritating. So the fact that I don't have 99 antidotes on me right now is kind of strange. As far as smoles go, I am playing with fire. Final Fantasy 1 is really bad about that. Once you get about half-ish way through before you cross to the northern continents, there's a couple of dungeons and areas that have a lot of undead, and it is just poison central, man. Everything you fight, for the most part, just has poison, and it is a monster to get through. Let's see, no chest up there. Ooh. What's up, boys? Alright, frontliners, go ahead. You'll get them, frontliners. Alright, we should be getting fairly close to where our hunt mark is. I think he's in that next room over there. Can I just see him over there? Not quite yet. Also, that jackass just threw a bone at me. Get out of here, bro. It is too early in the morning for that kind of shenanigans. Ooh, alright, there he is. Alright, everybody pretty much healed up. Rock toys. Don't have info on him. I wonder what I can steal from him. Let's see if I can steal from him. A potion. Alright, not what I wanted. Not exactly the big break that I was hoping for. Have good techniques? No. You have time magic, though. Please slow the already slow Rockman. Yeah. Rockman, like it's freaking Mega Man boss. Oh wow, you hurt. Sure, on Balthier. Oh, and they're ads. That is not what I wanted to hear. Okay, this could be a problem. This might actually be a problem. Party. Bosch, you're up. Balthier, you're out. Ash does not have a board. That's unfortunate. Alright. Alright, we may need to do a tactical retreat here. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a tactical retreat. Oh, please don't hit me. Ow. Go away. Alright. We're gonna have to do some strategery here for this guy, huh? Alright. We may not be able to take him out yet. Unless... I doubt the game would let us banish him. Actually, that would be really funny. Not bestiary. Hunt. No. Alright. Alright, we may have to level before we can go back to this. Alright. Can you attack this guy? And not leash all the rest of it. That would also be cool. Who we have? Do you have anything that you can do that's cool? Not really. Just whacking stuff. That spin move scared the mess out of me. Alright guys, let's not get too crazy. We do not want to... Okay. You need better heals than that. How many high pots we got? Not many. Yeah, that spin move is not good stuff. We can take him down, we just gotta outlast him. Alright, Vaughn, you desperately need some heals, so please use a potion on yourself. I will throw a cure down on you. Unfortunately, we can kind of chip away. Oh, they pulled again. Why? Why? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's get out of there. It should be good if we can kill that Skelly. Oh, no, he's leashed again. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Alright. Do I have... an escape item? This is a bit of a pickle. You know what? You know what? Ash might be our healer. Congratulations, Ash. You have been upgraded to healer. You're going to be a white mage. Alright, got those. No, I don't want to. I want to do the thing. I go back, then back in. There we go. Give you Mr. 1. Archaea Band. Right. She gets Battle Lore? That's kind of surprising. magic. Light magic 3. Ooh, reduces MP cost. That's quite nice. Increase magic potency. Ooh, cure and raise. That's quite nice. For that, so we have options for her later. Rods 2. Others restore more, which is quite nice. Manage 6. Man, what I would give for a regen spell right now. Esna is quite good. Let's go ahead and grab that. Green Karaha. Go ahead and grab that. Alright. Do that. Alright. How much is raise? 18? How much does she do with cure? Not much. Ugh. Can't do cure though. There's poison. Could do shell. Alright, we may have to come back for this guy. How much health has he got still? Oh yeah. That's gonna be it. Alright. Juice ain't worth that squeeze. Actually, let's switch out our party too. Bosch can stay, Ash can stay, but we're going to get Fran back. Actually, can we get... Oh. I really want a 4 character party. Bosch, Fran. Then... Does she have gambits? It's going to be... Cure. There we go. I didn't turn on her gambits, did I? On, there we go. We'll call it a training expedition. We're gonna... That guy's going in the book, too. He's gonna catch some hands in later. Level up a little bit, get a little bit better gear and spells. We'll come back and I'm gonna take his head. Not like that, you degenerates. Let's see. I'm leveling up like crazy. Maybe I was a little under-leveled for this area. Maybe I should do some more grinding off screen. I thought I was pretty alright. Alright, we are gonna go on these little causeways. It's like, ooh, pretty. Ow. I want the treasure, though. Worth. Now, a Cura spell? I think when we get back to town. That might be one of our first orders of business. How much do we have? Yeah, 2,600? Yeah. I think we've got some stuff we could sell, too, if we need to. If we need to get a little bit extra scratch, then I think that'll have us set up a little bit better as far as getting some cures out. Best not be cast and protect. Also, I don't know what was into me yesterday, but I re-downloaded Cyberpunk 2077, and I was having a rip-roaring time with it, man. I was having a good old time. I went and cleared up the, not tutorial, but the intro section of the game. And then I immediately went and got Rebecca's shotgun from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And that thing kicks like a mule, and I love it. Every now and then, because I am a huge fan of Cyberpunk as a genre, I start jonesing for stuff like that, and I'll have to go and either read something or play a game that's very Cyberpunk. Such as Peripateia, which, if you guys remember, we did a one-off stream a long while back. Well, not a long while, about a month maybe. And I'm still playing through it, and it is fun. But it is very much in the horror game section. I'm on the Belgrade level, and that's it plays like a different game almost. It's something. Very good, very interesting game. I would describe it as very ambitious for what it is. It's very much like I Divine Cybermancy, except whereas I has some jank and then turns into a power fantasy, Peripateia is much more Deus Ex in its approach. This dude's probably just out on a stroll, and 3 very angry adventurers just show up and beat the absolute tar out of him. Poor guy. What's going on here? Detect the stealing. That other homeboy. Oh, I didn't want to attack that guy, but I guess that's what we're doing now. Thank you, Ash. Ow. She's going for it, though. This girl is worried about no thing. Let's take care of the ad first. Which reminds me, I still haven't played, other than the intro section to the current Final Fantasy XIV patch. But if I remember right, we've got the new big Alliance raid too. Am I right in remembering that's what part of what came out on current patch? Next Final Fantasy XI one? I need to go check that out, because the initial Alliance raid at the end of Dawn Trail, very fun. I had a lot of fun with that raid. That was Juno, the first walk. That's some really, really cool stuff in it. So I look forward to seeing what it has to offer. let's drop a quick save, since we're a little bit worse for wear. After a quick dip into the mines. And give me just a second to grab some more coffee, and I will be right back, ladies and gents. Alrighty. Got our save in. So let's go and see if we can't find... See if we can't find a magic shop real quick before we continue on with the main story, I think. Where do we need to go? We can go down this way. I'm gonna do the funny fast walk. Meow. Alright. Should be here. Potion seller. I'll require your strongest potions. Definitely want to get Cura. I think that's about all we want for the moment. You want to get Disable at some point. That's a time magic too, so Balthier can use that. It's in the bazaar. Some more of those. We're gonna have to grab those at some point. Those are quite nice. Make leveling a little bit easier. But that's something that I can use the trial mode in Final Fantasy XIV to just get a buttload of diamond armlets, and then we can sell those later. It's a sneaky little trick, but it works wonders. Did I say Final Fantasy XIV? I meant Final Fantasy XII. Hey, that would be really crazy. Make progress in Final Fantasy XII, the game that came out before, by making progress and doing stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, that doesn't sound right. Alright, let's go to the Western Sand. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Where are we going? Actually, there's a shop back here. We need pots, too. Hello, friend. Do you not have regular pots? You do. How many can we buy? 12 is better than nothing. Sell that dagger. Sell an iron helm. Tourmaline ring. Immune to poison sap. Gauntlets. We'll sell these gauntlets, actually. Keep all that stuff. Sell the bomb ashes. This. Actually, yeah, we can sell all of these. Goods. Bow and bodkin. Ooh. Parallel arrows and a short bow. Interesting. That actually... Ooh, elementals are coming out. Alright, we've been running onion arrows for the longest time. Parallel arrows, a little bit of an upgrade. Nothing crazy, but still a lot better than onion. Alright, let's finish stocking up real quick. Wizard staff. Yeah, let's get Balthier an upgrade. Then we can sell the old mace he had. And that short bow. Then finish buying up all the potions. Alright. Speaking of Balthier, Ash can go away, Balthier can come back, and we're rolling. Ogiriensa, Sand Sea. I still adore these cutscenes. I think they're beautiful, beautiful cutscenes. I honestly think they put a lot of modern cutscenes in gaming to shame. Just hands down. And it has been a hot minute since this game came out. I mean, shoot, even for all the smack that I'll talk about
where
with Final
exactly is
Fantasy
Wraithlaw's
X,
tomb?
it's got a lot of really, really impressive cutscenes as well.
Far to the west. We must first cross the Ogir Yensa, and beyond that, the Nam Yensa, before we reach the tomb. An expanse of desert larger still than all of Delmasca. We must pace ourselves. If you grow tired, we stop and take rest.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm tougher than I look.
You are at that.
Thank you, Final Fantasy XII, for that shot. That was not my doing, I would like to make clear. Ooh, sneaky. There's a pot back here. Treasure chest. Thank you. Ow. Who put that explosion trap there? Rude. Is that a tomato? It's an Alaroon. Or Alaroon. What are you called, actually? Alaroon. Aren't they usually plant monsters? Isn't Alaroons usually plants? I think so. Ooh. I'll take these. Got a map. It's the map, he's the map. The next one. Oh, we got both maps. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, I cannot remember, and I kind of hope this dungeon doesn't have a crazy mechanic to it. And that it's just big, because I could definitely feel a switch puzzle coming on. There we go. Hey, double hit from the Bosch Man. Bosch Man! Oh, I've got a new nickname for Bosch. Oh, you're stuck with that one, buddy. You're stuck now. Hey, shoot that guy. Alright, come on, Bosch man. Ooh, there's a chest over there. And I am a human magpie. I cannot pass it up. Hey, come back here. I want to shoot that guy. There we go. I've acquired 1 sleep. Sir, your finest sleep, please. Dude, I was sleeping hard last night, too. I did not realize how hard in the paint I was going at work until my head hit the bed and I was out like a light. I dreamed a lot too, which is something I usually don't do. Unless it's bad dreams, but I actually didn't have nightmares or night terrors last night, which is quite nice. Alright. Door number 2.
A construct to draw oil from the ground. Abandoned many years now, it seems.
Did Dalmaskans build this?
No, the Rosarians. Their empire lies far to the west, ever at war with Arcadia. Heedless of the kingdoms caught in their midst. Dalmasca, Nabrodia, Landis.
'Tis the small craft's fate to watch the list of the galleons and pray for light winds.
Vossler, why are you here?
Imagine my surprise when upon my return to Bogerba, I find both you and the Lady Ash have vanished. I thought you above consorting with sky pirates.
Malthir is a man worthy of our trust, and it was the Lady Ash's decision. I am content to lend my arm, as I could not when Rassler died, when her throne was taken. Never again. I will defend her this time.
You walked the Knight's path. The Lady Ash?
We should leave this place.
Let me guess. Sandstorm?
Something far worse.
I see. So the Dawn Shard does lie in King Wraithwall's tomb. The Marquis sympathizes with your plight, yet the Empire perches as a carrion bird on his shoulder. He can keep whispers of your abduction silent for only so long.
Yes. Tell me, Vossler, what have you accomplished?
We leave at once. This is Urutan Yensa territory, and they are unfond of visitors.
Uh-oh. Sandfish. Whoa, this dude's crazy. Using sandfish. That's kind of cool, man. That's some Monster Hunter type stuff right there, man. I would expect to see that in a Monster Hunter game.
Looks like we've attracted the wrong sort of attention. Let's quit this place while we still can. Move!
Vossler! Have you found the means to restore Dalmasca?
First, we must claim the Dawn Shard. It all begins with that.
Alright, there's our guest character. There's a lot of guest characters that pop up over the course of Final Fantasy XII. It's been a while since I played a game like this. It's got so many guest characters that pop up into the party. Because I don't think you ever got any guest characters in Final Fantasy 13. You could hire on extra characters in 6, like the ninja dude. I can't remember his name, but he was cool. Final Fantasy 1 just has the Crystal Warriors. Did 2 have guest characters? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. 7? Did 7 have guest characters? No, I don't think so. Except towards the start of the game with the flashback scenes. But I wouldn't really count that because that's not in the normal course of play. Like, in general. And it was only that one. Otherwise, you just get your party members and swap them out. Wow, there's a lot of you guys. Please calm down, sirs. Alright, vault here. Slap their nuts. Guys called Urutan Yensas. Funny little dudes. I can't quite tell if they're meant to be more bug-esque or if they're meant to be more like shrew or mole-esque. Couldn't quite tell from the cutscene. Either way, they do look cool. Kind of funky, but I like kind of funky. Is there anything up here? Hello? Hello? Oh, just a couple of you guys? Alright. Oh boy, walking XP. Alright. Is there seriously nothing up here? I have been gypped. I do not like this. I should be rewarded for every decision of exploration I make in the game, whether it makes sense or not. Like we talked last time about how some things you're just wired to be attuned to in games after so long, just in the cultural conscious of games, like the classic waterfall. You check behind a waterfall for a secret passage or a secret item because that's just what has happened in games forever. And you're either mildly annoyed that someone has put something behind the waterfall, which is kind of a trope, kind of a trite thing, you know. Or you get upset by the fact that it isn't there because you're expecting it to be. It's kind of funny. Also, I mentioned kind of the parallels between 12 and 14 as far as design goes, but now that I think about it, some of the deep dungeons in 14 that you can run, kind of. Because you can find traps in the ground in there. That's one of the big staples of it. And it kind of reminds me of the dungeons here. Because, I mean, that random trap had a rejuvenation spell in it. A lot of them are explosion traps. I think there are a few other effects that you can get as well later on in the game that can trigger if you hit a trap. And the deep dungeons, which are really, really hard content. Fun if you like grindy head-scratcher experiences. Especially if you want to get the cool titles and rewards for going through entire deep dungeons alone. That's how you get the title The Necromancer, by the way, in Final Fantasy XIV, which is something I'm working on. I am nowhere near the end of it, because that is a brutal achievement to get. That is legitimately an accomplishment as far as Final Fantasy XIV goes, because you have to clear the first deep dungeon alone, and you do not get you get a place where you can essentially save every 10 floors, and there's bosses that you gotta be careful about how you're going to get through it and what abilities you're going to use or not use, which items that you pick up in dungeon you can use or not use. you have to progressively level as you go in. So you gotta plan out how fast or slow that you're gonna take. There's a time limit as well to how much time you can use up on your segment of floors, to where you're in a constant back and forth of, alright, well, I want to take my time to get levels and items and upgrade my gear, but if you take too long, especially on the later stages, you're not going to have enough time to deal with the boss at the end. I think every class has cleared at this point, but it can be pretty hard depending on what you choose to go with. I was running it with Red Mage, because Red Mage has got a little bit of movement stuff that you can do that's nice, got a little bit of healing, got okay damage, it's a ranged magic DPS. But I might try it on Reaper, although Reaper would be kind of difficult just because you don't have as much self-sustain, even if you do get some increased damage from your Death Design ability, which is a debuff that you can put on different targets. That means every time you do damage, you do more damage, which is quite nice. Alright, where am I going? Let's go this way. Let's see what's over here. Shoot that guy. He parried an arrow. This dude's sick. I like to think he just straight up snatched the arrow out of the air. Thank you for heals, Mr. Balthier. Oh, I didn't realize that was a whole other area that we were going into for that. This is a big dungeon. Final Fantasy XII does a good job of using the draw distance to suggest scale. You know, because Bujerba Mines, or the Luxu Mines in Bujerba, felt very big, but it felt very big in a way that's very different from this area. And likewise, the Dalmascan, the Nalbina dungeons, there we go, felt very different, but also big as well. Those were a little bit more tight, ancient, classic dungeon vibes. The Luxu Mines was very, it felt very laid out. You know what I mean? It felt like a mine. It felt like a mine shaft on a huge scale. And then you would go out into those vistas where you can see and be reminded that you are, in fact, on a giant floating island, which is pretty cool. Look at these guys. Spear tongues. Spear tongue. And here you get this, like, ominous feeling of, like, insignificance almost. How tiny you are compared to the structures that are around. Very, very cool. And the palette as well. This feels way more decrepit and run down, whereas the Luxu Mines feel like somewhere that could actually be in operation. Alright, Balthier, if you would do me a favor and smack these guys with the use of the Dark Spell. That'd be very cool. Okay. You're taking a little bit too much damage there, Balthier. I'm gonna have to ask you to refrain from dying. Oh, he did the thing. Alright, in that case, let's get our newly minted healer up. Oh. There we go. Alright, Miss Healer, please help us. Actually, how much does Cura cost to cast for you? 23. Alright, we are not going to put that on a gambit. Your boy does not want to run out of every single bit of MP now and forever. Right, let's beat up this guy. Actually, instead of that, I would like you to cast Cura, because that is a cool spell. Pretty quick cast time, too. I like the way it looks. Alright, what's down here? It's definitely a good and bad habit. Good habit because it makes me enjoy games a lot. Bad habit because I'll just go off and spend a whole lot of time doing this, that, and the other. I love just to run off in a direction and find out what I can. Is there tin in caverns? Okay. Whoa. Hello, sir. Slime B, level 16. Please. Alright, we're gonna beat this guy up and then we are going to leave. Marines, we are leaving. I've been blinded. This is no good. But I do have spy drops. He got slept. The Bosch man is sleepy. Taking a nap. Alright, you're gonna get up. I wonder if it'll cleanse him if we change screens. Let's see. Oh, he's still asleep. That's hilarious. Alright, homeboy, I'm gonna need you to wake up. Wake up, samurai. We've got a city to burn. Do I not have a move, slow, and stop? Can I wake up? Wake up! Wake up! Actually, will it cleanse if we remove him from party? No, it won't. Boo. Alright, in that case, Vaughn, you're on deck. Be good though, we get Vaughn some XP too. Right. Yeah, because he's falling behind a little bit. Can't have that. Gotta have everybody leveled. You never know when you might need that extra pocket character. Like the good old pocket sand. Alright, boyos. Shoot this guy. You know, looking at how they move, I think they're supposed to be more buggy. As in bug-like. I think that's what those dudes are going for. Which makes me instantly a lot less feel bad about shooting these guys. And if they were spider-like, nah, I'd be on site, dude. Insects I'm actually kind of fine with. They don't bother me too much. As long as they stay, you know, to their area and stay out of my house, I'm fine with them. I'm not too bothered. Spiders, however, your boy's an arachnophobe. I do not do well with spiders at all. I do not like those things. Hate those guys. I mentioned Bloodborne a little bit earlier, and that's one of my favorite games. I really, really enjoy Bloodborne. However, there are spiders in Bloodborne. Through areas that you're required to go through. This is not so good. This is not so good for me. It, in fact, filled me with dread. But we got through it, and the rest of the game was very good. I will say though, aside from one specific area which you can just glory run through, it is way worse in Dark Souls. Whoa! Where did you come from, brother? As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it's way worse in Dark Souls 2, because there is a boss, which you may have seen if you haven't played Dark Souls 2, but have played Elden Ring Night Rain, by the name of Duke's Dear Freya. And it is a ginormous, two-headed spider that has a bunch of little spider babies as ads during the fight. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, Smol, how did an arachnophobe like yourself manage to make it through that fight and beat Duke's Dear Freya? Well, gentle listener, allow me to tell you, allow me to enlighten you. I did not. I summoned 3 other players, or what was it? I think it was 1 NPC and 2 players, and had them beat the boss for me, while I sat in a corner with my eyes closed, and just waited for the victory achieved sound to play. And no, I don't feel an ounce of shame for that. 1, because I am deathly afraid of spiders, and 2, because Dark Souls 2 sucks. So there you go, double whammy. Double whammy of not feeling bad about it. That was a weird thing for a while, now that I'm thinking about Dark Souls 2. It was very trendy to hate on Dark Souls 2 for no other reason than it was Dark Souls 2. And then it was very trendy to be like, no, actually Dark Souls 2 is a misunderstood gem, and is actually one of the greatest games ever. Both very weird in my opinion. I think you should play the game yourself, regardless of what I or anybody else says, and come to your own opinion. For me, not my jam. Really didn't like Dark Souls 2. I can appreciate some of the risks it took, but it felt like a step down from Demon Souls and DS1 in so many ways. And not even just the usual suspects of the ADP system for how many iframes you have. What really got me for a lot of it was the movement system. The movement, just navigating, which you do a lot of, not even counting combat, just moving around is a huge part of Dark Souls. And if that doesn't feel good, like, there's not a whole lot of good that can come out of the rest of it, man. There really isn't. Because people like to say that Dark Souls is an action game. And it is. It is. However, you gotta remember that Dark Souls, even though Souls and Souls-like has become kind of its own tag as far as games go, as sort of a subgenre, it is really, when you think about it and look at it in comparison to other games, it's a Metroidvania. And what is a huge part of Metroidvanias? Bad time. A lot of the rest of the game is going to fall apart. And what is a huge part of exploration? Just simple movement. How you get to point A to point B. How your character moves in space. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm tempted to tap. I gotta do it. Ah, it was an explosion. I would make a terrible adventurer, by the way, because I would see something shiny and be like, yep, I'm gonna step on it. It's like, oh my goodness. I've played through, I may have mentioned it before, but I've played through Tomb of Horrors, which is an old D&D expansion, where you go through Vecna the Lich's dungeon. And it's full of traps. And a lot of those traps, because it's old D&D, is save or die. You either make the save and live, or you don't, and you die. Or, you don't even get a choice in the matter. And you just straight up die if you do certain things. And I would tell you immediately, one, I was a menace in that. because I hadn't quite wrapped my head around old D&D and what you need to do to get through dungeons and how the traps work and are usually run in old D&D. But I was sticking my hands in everything. I was getting my grubby fingers onto every bit of wall and every interesting bit of treasure, not even considering the fact that it might just be a spell that's loaded up and ready to make your day very, very bad. It was a funny time. It was very, very funny. You know it's going to be a meat grinder of a time when your DM goes, hey, go ahead and make like 3 or 4 different characters so we can keep things rolling if you die. I was like, whoa, alright, that sounds fun. And it was. You gotta be with the right group though. Some people, especially in this day and age, oh lord, I'm getting old, I'm starting to say in this day and age, but a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it, I do enjoy long campaigns where you get super attached to your characters. But some people do get very bent out of shape if a character dies in D&D. And I personally think it's very exciting when there are consequences in D&D. I don't want an assurance or guarantee that my character is going to make it. I want D&D, well, I don't want it to always be a super high-killy setting all the time, or campaign. I think death should be on the table. I want a more real experience, not just a curated cinematic one. You know what I mean? I find that engaging in tabletop. Oh, buttfold. Let's see if we can grab this guy. Oh. Wait, do you have haste? I just realized that this guy, some of these guys got haste on them. I didn't realize they could cast haste. It's a bit rude, isn't it? There we go. Speaking of in it, which is basically British Desu, which is my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm wondering how the 8.5 chapter in Limbus is going to be. I'm pretty excited for it. I finished up the Kanto, Hung Loose Kanto, and I was pretty impressed by it. I thought there was a lot of interesting movers and shakers, and it genuinely kind of pulled me back and forth as far as where I thought the story was going. I thought that was really fun. It had some fun moments, but it was fairly serious too. It was interesting to see the character development and how things went throughout the chapter. I think people are going to look at that chapter at the end of the game, or once it's all out, all the story is over for it. And I think they're going to think that's a pretty solid one. I still think Heathcliff and Dawn's cantos are probably going to top the charts, because those were both incredible, especially Dawn's. I'm not gonna spoil that one, because if you haven't played Limbus and have any inkling of doing so, I highly recommend it. I really, really have enjoyed Limbus Company. In those chapters in particular. Although as a whole, very, very good. Very, very good storytelling. Wow, that guy got annihilated. Why is our healer tanking? I'm gonna have to ask you to not, ma'am. We've got a spearman and a two-handed sword man for that job. Thank you. God, this is like raiding in 14 all over again. Alright. High pot. Linen Curus. What is that for? Is that a healer? No? Who can wear that? Bosch can wear it. Wait, that's better? That's better than his bronze armor? Hold up, what? That's heavy armor 3? Kinda weird, but okay. Whatever, man. Wait, do we have a better shield for him? No, we don't. Alright. Where do we need to go? We need to go here, don't we? I think so. That's right, because we went up over top. Ooh, what's over here? Probably trouble. But we like a little good trouble around these parts. Dude, that dude was going crazy. A 4-hit combo? What is this, Tekken? Dude, calm down. We're not at locals. Not gonna lie, I do kind of miss arcade culture. Saw a guy talking about arcades and arcade culture and how weird it was. It's so true. Arcades were a funny, funny place, man. Full of funny, funny people. But you'd see the strangest combos of people who were hanging out and chatting and being friends. What is this guy doing? It was also, you know, it's I don't know. Maybe I've just been around some people who never really got around a good crowd, maybe. But I've heard some people say they didn't really care for arcades because people weren't welcoming. You know, especially with games where you could walk up and have two people on the same cabinet, like fighting games. But that has never really been, aside from a couple of stinkers, that's never really been my experience. And even from a very, very young age, people were always super cool and very welcoming. Like, it was legitimately, people just wanted to play their games and share that experience with other people. There's been a lot of people who've been more than happy to be like, hey man, hop on as the second screen, or second player. You know, people would be like, hey, you know, I want to play, keep playing on left screen, but if you want to hop on the right screen, that's more than cool. Play some rounds, get some people switching out, have a little queue going, cool stuff like that, you know. That's actually why I still play right screen on fighting games, because I'd show up and be like, man, I really want to play some Tekken, because Tekken 5 was my game. That was my game at the arcade. That and Time Crisis. So everybody always was already there playing on left screen, which is the first player side, if you didn't know, if you're not familiar with fighting games too much. So I'd be over there playing on the right screen a lot of the time. You know, then you get a couple people around the cabinet, and you just switch out, you know, as people won or lost. And it was super cool. You get to know people around you, sense of community there. It was really cool to experience. And that was the other thing this guy was talking about when he was talking about arcades, is, you know, not being sad that it's gone, per se, or wishing that it came back exactly, but just being glad to have experienced that time and place. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's a good way of looking at it, you know? Like, yeah, it does kind of suck that we don't really have an arcade culture, but it's really cool that I was able to slip in at the tail end. I'd like to make jokes that I'm getting up in years, but I'm still very young. So I just managed to slip in at the tail end of that being a bigger thing. A very tail end. And I was able to meet a lot of cool people. Play a lot of cool games. Oh dear, I've been slept. Does she have poison? Oh man. Actually, what is her? Raises 18. See for an Aether. How long does sleep last in this game? Oh, it's a good time as any. You can go ahead and res. Oh. Res some folks. Party, keep Van out. Bring Valthier in. Oh! Vossler's got a gamut for raising. I had no idea. That's kind of crazy. Let's see, Van's at 13. Actually, Bosch is still sleeping. He is sleepy boy. Actually, do I have a ring or a... Do I have something that will resist? I don't. I was hoping I had some equipment that would negate... That would negate sleep. There we go. Hey, shoot that guy.
Yeah.
That was the Indiana Jones moment. Dude started going sicko mode and I shot him in the face. Another bit of a mix it up here. A couple of these guys. Hopefully we don't pull everybody and their mama. Oh, nope, they're leashed together. We're gonna pull everybody and their mama. Actually, Balthier, since you're on deck, please drop a dark on that guy, please. There we go. Get some decent damage out on those guys real quick, like. See if there's an item up here, because we got a gold ring from up here previously in an area like this. Let's see. What's behind door number 2? Is there a goodie? There is a goodie. Is it a good goodie? It's a remedy. Like the Seether song. I'll take it. I almost said the Cure. That would have been embarrassing. Those are not the same band. Both good bands, both good vibes, but they're a little bit different. Alright, let's take out the spellcaster. Ooh. Ha! Your teammate betrayed you. You slept me, but he smacked me. Also, oh my goodness, did you see that? Balthier was doing the most intimidating slow walk towards enemies. He just slow walked up to that guy and bashed him in the face. Alright. Let's see what else we got going. Coming out of this area. What are we looking on license? Oh, we got some license board stuff. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. We've got some license board stuff to spend. There we go, there's English. Before we progress, let's see what we can get from the licenses. Kill toss. Choose this. Spellbound, status effects, more HP, more physical attack damage. That would be nice, even if I don't complete this section of the board quite yet. Let's go up this way. I will not say no to more HP, that is certain. Could get Charm. It's a Technic, I think. Focus, increased strength XP is full. Could get Traveler too, which is nice. That can be pretty good too if you're just stubborn and run around in a circle enough. That will get some pretty decent damage up there. Pretty decent damage up there. Let's see. Battle Harness, Tourmaline Ring, Green Magic, Gambit slots. Actually, what's up here? Oh, it's Steel. No, I don't have points for that. Increased magic power when HP critical. Well, he does spend a fair bit of time HP critical, so. And the next one will be, that's pretty cheap too. Reduced MP cost, that's nice. Some more down here. Alright. What about our Ulan in Chief? Where we want to go with him? Let's grab First Aid. Can't hurt. Lance Hammer. Whoa. Get some more HP, so he's a tanky boy. Amber and Black Belts. Phoenix Tower scores more HP. I don't really have him set up to do that. We can get Remedy. That just doesn't hurt. Red Spiral. I wonder what that does. Mr. Bosch Man. Let's see. Lohengrin. What's over here? What are these? Up. HP up. Always like the HP up. Last Stand could be good. Let's get to Swords 4, though, in case we get some upgrades available to us. We've got, what, Shields 3? Which we haven't touched yet, so let's get Battle Lore. Because we know he's tanky. He's already cut his teeth on that. Get a little bit of damage out. Never bad. Nordswain's Glow. I do not know what that does. That is the problem that I'm having with this. Let's get Magic Lore. Let's see what else we can get. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Some Mist ability. And then Battle Lores after that. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Now that we've got everybody sorted, let me do a quick top up on old Fran. Then we'll go into the next zone. Ooh, a little bit of greenery. Namyensa Sansi. And a save crystal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, let's save the game. Wait, whoa! Okay, goodbye then. Freak. Sansi Moogle. Did you see that Urutanyensa just now? Yes. That one wanted help, though? Alright, I guess we can be cajoled. Your blood enemy, okay. We can take a swing of the thing. It's be a giant tortoise. Interesting. Do you have anything else to say? Alright, we'll have to look out for the tortoise then. But I think that'll be a good spot for me to take a very, very quick break. I'm going to grab some more coffee real quick, if you guys will allow me to. I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty. Alrighty. We are back. Told you it would just be a second. Let's see what's happening. Actually, I do want to check. Where's that missed ability? Nordswain's Glow. Rank 1. Command the stars themselves, damaging one foe. Or Dawn looking. A couple of these guys. A succulent fruit. That made, have you seen the classic anti-piracy ads that used to be big in the 2000s? They're like, you wouldn't download a car. There's one that I've seen fairly recently that was, you wouldn't steal, or no, it wasn't steal, you wouldn't download a succulent Chinese meal. I don't know why, but that just tickled my brain in the right way. It cracks me up. There's another one where it's, you wouldn't download a frog. I've seen that on a t-shirt a couple times. That one also cracks me up. Also, how weird is it now where people are all about putting their info up, and it's kind of like pushed to not have, or allow me to rephrase, to have requirements to put your information, your personal information up on the internet. But at least when I was coming up, that was the complete opposite. Like, it was always, you should never tell people who you are on the internet. You don't know who's out there or who's on there. You should never put anything personally identifying. You should never put any, like your ID should not be on there. And now it's the complete opposite. It's so weird to me. It's such a weird cultural shift. I'm not about it. I'm a very, very private person in general in my personal life. So that whole idea of, yeah, we should put IDs up on stuff and make, you know, yeah, essentially take away the ability to be anonymous or more private with your information. Even if it's not front-facing, but you have to give it to websites or apps to be able to use it. Or use it fully. That just feels weird to me, man. Don't nobody need to be up in my business like that. Don't nobody need to be up in my business like that but me. Alright. It's a nice little area. It's fairly pretty. A little bit of greenery, a little bit of color into the desert. We're going to get to it eventually, but we'll hit some more foresty areas at some point in the game, and that'll be really pretty as well. It is a very difficult thing to make a desert look interesting. But I think they've done a fair good job in in Final Fantasy 12. I just got 14 on my mind today, apparently. Nothing over here. No goodies. Sad. Oh, those guys are running. Where y'all going? Oh, is that it? Is it a big mix-it-up over there? Oh, there he is. Let us fight. Oh! Ruton Eater, that's a level 16. He's got Protect. Alright, you guys can fight that guy. We won't interrupt. Actually, let's go ahead and set ourselves up for success too. Go ahead and get one of these bad boys going. Get another one of these bad boys going on Balthier. Actually, you know what? We might want to run past this guy. Then again, it doesn't have the super scary "you're going to freaking die" text on screen for him. We'll give it the old college try. Actually, we could use Ash's new mist ability. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Time's up. Alright, that was pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty sick. Actually, oh, I don't want to use Dark because I want him to keep aggroed onto those other dudes. Actually, while they are otherwise preoccupied, let's get Vaughn out because he's more of a damage dealer. Nice. Good crit. We'll take that. Got him below half. This is already going very much better than our other misadventure. Let's see. Mr. Balthier, I'm going to need you to not die, please. Thank you, sir. Oh, he's got a spin move. You do too much. I need an item. There we go. Menuing is not my strongest suit. How I ever managed to learn how to menu for DS3 speedruns, I will never know. But I used to, man. It was fun. Whoa, camera, please. Camera, please. You're on stream, bro. There we go. Who's low? Vossler's low. Vossler, please don't die. No, don't die. Haha, you're so sexy. Literally one hit away. Oh well. There we go. Alright, get back up, you silly goose. Switch out the party. You go out, and we'll take our healer back. Actually, I wonder if that guy will come back. We should probably save. Yeah, we should save. We should save. I know my luck. I know my luck, ladies and gents. We aren't gonna tempt fate. We're just gonna swing past these guys. Excuse me, sirs and madams. Balthier, please don't fall. That would be embarrassing for you. Ow. Ow. There we go. Yes, I would like to save the current game. Alright. Do you have anything? Alright, we did that. I was heading to Ogiriensa. I'm tempted to go try and figure out what he's doing. Oh boy, me getting sidetracked by a quest again. Oh, there's some dude bros. Kill these guys. They weren't hostile, apparently, but I chose violence regardless. Actually, I might check my journal here after we finish this guy off. Because if this is one where I'm going to have to hunt him down across this whole area, I might save that for later. Oh, we got another one. We have a Bosch. Nice. Alright, we're gonna save that, I think. I don't want to go on a completely wild goose chase. But if I forget to do that, either on or off screen, please give me a shout so I remember to do that. Because I would like to find out what that does and what that quest reward is. Let's just turn on the speed mode and murder everything in front of us. Don't usually turn on the speed mode when we are running around dungeons, but for this case, since we've been through this section, I think it'll be alright. When we get to where we were, I'll turn it off again, so we're running around at normal speed. This is the best way, and such a quality of life change as well for grinding, especially if you don't use trial mode to grind. Trial mode as well isn't very good for XP grinding. You aren't gonna level up, but you can get a ton of license board points in trial mode. And of course, you keep what you steal. So any items that you pick up, you do keep. That's how you can get a bunch of diamond armbands to sell, because those are, I want to say they're 6k a pop when you sell them, which is quite nice, especially early on. And they're just on the first little segment, the first stage. Let's see. So it's very easy, especially if you got a character. You go in, grab it, finish the first stage, which is just rats, so you can annihilate those guys. Then you go into the second stage and back out, and then you'll have all your items when you load your regular game save. Balthier My dear man. Please cast Dark on these fools. We might bump that guy. Hope not, but... yeah, we are. That's okay, though. Action economy is already flipped into our favor. Ha, get blocked, idiot. I saw that. Dumb sandfish. Who do you think you are? Dummy. Alright, beat up that guy. You know, for a red mage, he really takes a lot of the aggro in the game. I mean, like, a lot of the aggro. What's up with that? How does the game determine aggro as well? I really don't know what determines who the enemy's aggro onto. I'm sure there's got to be some system, right? But... and it can't just be raw damage. Like, there's no way that's the case. But I do want to know the nuts and bolts of how it determines. It'd be interesting. Oh, hello. Phoenix down. Either a good sign or a terrifying sign, depending on what's in this next area. No? Alright. Not terrible. You can vibe with this. I hear some people shuffling down there. Who are you? Or are you insect people, huh? I'm going to revoke your life privileges. Actually, Belt here. This is a great AoE position. Go ahead and throw that down, huh? Ow. Next. Next. Tsugiwa. There we go. I gotta start brushing up on my Japanese pretty hard, too. I'll be going on a big old trip pretty soon. Very soon, actually. It snuck up on me. I'm going to be doing some traveling second week of September. So, naturally, I very likely will not be streaming during that period of time. I'll try and have some things queued up, where we have some clip videos from stuff to keep you guys entertained, keep the channel rolling while I'm rocking. But I am very excited about that. I'm going to be over in Tokyo for a bit more than a week, which will be very, very nice. I am excited for that. I've been jonesing to get back, man. I've really, really fallen in love with Japan. I love it over there. I don't know if I'd ever move over there. Certainly not permanently. I love the States too much. The States are my beloved homeland, as I have gushed about many times on stream. But I do really, really like Japan. If I ever have screw you money, I would love to own a little bit of property in Japan, and maybe live over there part of the year, like take 3 months or so out of the year and just live in Japan. But that is a future Smole issue, because current Smole does not have screw you money to do that. Also, what money I do currently have is probably going to be spent pretty heavily in Akiba, because I spent a little bit of time in Akiba my last time, but because of how things panned out, I did not have the ability to spend an egregious amount of time going around there like I had intended. And, oh man, it is rough out here for an otaku. Not trying to spend a whole lot of money. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, there's so much cool stuff. Ash, I'm gonna have to ask you to not be dead, honey. Thank you. Alright. Ooh, there's a goodie. But yeah, this time, I'll be just in Tokyo, because I'm on a little bit tighter of a schedule. Whereas last time, I also went to Kyoto, which Kyoto is amazing. Highly recommend Kyoto, especially if you want a little bit of the city vibe, but not quite as much hustle and bustle as the largest city in the world. Very, very cool. Both places are very cool. But Tokyo, I know I can get around it very easily and fairly cheaply as well with the train network. I've got so much stuff to do there that I haven't even touched on last time. And I spent a fair bit of time in Tokyo last time as well, but there's so much to do. There's so much to do and see. And I'm going to do and see as much as I can. I mean, I didn't even get to touch any of the nightlife, which isn't really my scene, but it's one of those things where you gotta go. You gotta go and see it once, you know what I mean? That'd be cool to see as well. There's a couple places I want to go and eat and have a drink at. There's some cool things I want to do. I'm actually, I got my tickets for it this week. Went ahead and made sure that I was able to get it, because those things sell out quick. I got tickets to a kabuki show, which, if you did not know, that is one of the traditional theater performances from Japan. Very interesting, very cool art form. So I went ahead and got a ticket there with, as well as, since my Japanese is conversational at best, they have English captioning services that you can add onto your ticket for an increased little fee, which really wasn't bad, especially when compared to the ticket price itself, which is the main thing they get you on. So if you're an English speaker like me, not a very high level Japanese speaker, or don't have that level of Japanese comprehension as far as listening, don't worry, go do it. They've got services there to help you, where you can follow along with the story that's being portrayed by the skilled actors in English. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to sound very white girl of me, but there's a whole lot of culture there to experience. There really is. Whoa! What's up, big homie? Bagolis. Sounds like a raviola. Like a brand of raviola. Hey, I got my bagolis. Ah! What's going on? Hey, whoa! Hey, please stop bullying my healer. Oh god, there's another one. Alright. He is hoofing it towards me. I don't like that one bit. Alright, high pot on me. And then... where is... Phoenix Down, top of the list. Miss Healer, I'm gonna have to ask you to not be dead. Once again. Please get rid of this guy. Thank you. Alright. Where are we going? Going this way. Do you want to go this way? I think we gotta keep going west, right? Or no, we gotta go down here. Where are you guys? Axe beaks. How dangerous are you? You know, I was talking before. I'm doing my tried and true method of, do I try and figure out how dangerous this thing is before I get in trouble? Nah. Nah. We're gonna press the button and see what happens. There we go. There's an item I dropped over there. I'm not gonna worry about that though. This guy's got protect on him. Why does he have protect? I don't like that. Are you scared? No? Why are you casting shells? Stop that. I don't like that you're self-buffing. That's kind of scary. That crit was pretty scary too. Alright, I'll take those. Good. Let's not butt pull those axe beaks over there. If we can. I really hope they're not leashed together. Alright, we need some AoE, because we got a little bit too much going on. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Good damage. Actually, I want you to cast Cura. So we got a little bit... Yeah, let's do both here. He needs the immediate heal. Man, that's good. That does a fair bit of healing. Especially with her magic increases from the license board now, too. Yeah, beat him up. I'm gonna take your Jordans. I don't care that you just got him max beat. eBay gonna love these. Alright, let's see what's behind door number 3. Ooh, cave. Am I in the right area? Am I in the right area? Oh, we're in the caverns again. We need to go north. No, get out of here. I guess that was a skip. Okay. Oh, he's back. What's up, Bagoli? Who came up with that name? I would love to be in design rooms for fantasy games, just to hear the wild names that they come up with sometimes. Like, not even, like, just to observe. Like, I won't bother anything. I just want to see what's going on. I just want to know how it works, alright? Attack that guy. Whoa! You see that guy? And then he just walks off. What is your problem, dude? What the heck? Oh, we got some poison going on. Do you have an anti-poison? You do have poison up. Alright. Man, it's nice having a healer that can deal with poison. There we go. let's go this way. I don't want to go into those caverns yet. That slime spooked me a little bit, ain't gonna lie. Actually, we're getting fairly close to a decent level to deal with it all. Speaking of, we do... Let's switch out Vaughn and Balthier, so we can get some levels on him as well. Then we'll do the same with Boschman. I have a bad habit in JRPGs and Pokemon. Oh, dude, I was the worst about this in Pokemon. I would have one character in either Pokemon or in a character in JRPGs who would just be the absolute doom bringer. I mean, absolute monster, over-leveled as heck. And then everything else, way behind in levels. Like, hilariously behind. This will be interesting, because we've got more single target damage now. But we do not have a lot of AoE that we can bring to the fight without Balthier. So you have to see how this feels. Get blocked, idiot. Shame, level 9. Yeah, shoot those guys. Oh, get credit, idiot. I'm trying to actually get satisfactory numbers now. It feels like I've got a pretty high crit chance, too. I don't know what's coming... where that's coming from, but I will take it for sure. Whoa, who are you? Alright. We'll say the one bad thing about having a squishy character as the party leader is that if you face tank something, it can be a bad time, man. I've learned that before. When I first played Final Fantasy XII, I distinctly remember I would always have whoever I made a white mage as the party leader so I could micro them and be very, very careful about the spells that are going out and the timing for those. However, white mages are not known for being the tankiest class to play. And so it was pretty often that I would just face tank an encounter and instantly die. And have to panic res. So don't be like me. Be a little bit smart. Be a little bit more tactical. Why do you guys want my butt? Stop it. There we go. Need to continue on north. We've got, what, 2 zones before we get out of here? Yeah. I like having a little bit of a long stretch of just dungeon running. Because Final Fantasy is very swingy a lot of times, and you either get a lot of cutscenes or not a lot, depending on where you are. And having a break, because we've been through a lot of cutscenes in the start of the game, so actually getting some time with the characters to just run around, kill stuff, get loot, that feels nice. That feels real nice. Actually gives you a chance to play around with the different characters and feel how you like them and how you like to run your party. There's also, shoot, what was the name of that game that was very, very much like Shin Megami Tensei that came out? Was it Metaphor? Refantasio, I think? It was published by Atlas? Or was it more like Persona, which is half a dozen of one, six of the other? Because Persona actually was a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei back in the day. That's how it originally got started. But I've heard good things about it. I haven't picked it up and played it, but maybe I'll do that sometime. It doesn't look too intensive. Maybe I'll play it on stream. But that'll be a future thing. I don't know about the, how do I put it? I don't mind the kind of digital cell shade aesthetic, but I feel like, I don't know. I wish there was something that was a little bit more interesting about it. I'm kind of over that look. I feel like that was the flavor of the month for about 10 years, it feels like. Maybe not that long. At the very least from around when, well, then again, Fire Emblem Three Houses was kind of reminiscent of that. I'm trying to think. There were a couple different games that had that kind of art style. It's not a bad art style. It does its job fairly well. But at some point, it does feel very samey. Makes me want something a little bit more interesting. Or maybe I'm just an old hack who just pines for the old days. Ooh, Mr. Chocobo. What's up, homie? Dice. Oh? There's something out there, huh? Okay. The game is telling me to upgrade stuff. That is what I'm getting. Let's go ahead. Oh, I can't equip that at the shop. That's fine. Let's see. Getting Lohengrin and a heavy lance would be good. Let's sell some stuff. Sell the Vega. I forgot I had the Vega. Maybe I picked that up. Surely. Golden Amulet would be nice. We're gonna hold on to the Golden Amulet because I can use that in trial mode for a little bit of the grinding. Let's sell all of this stuff. I want to get us a little bit more set up here. Get us some good stuff. Get us in a good place. Gosh, how many of these did I have? Alright, well cool. That's a lot of money in my pocket. Let's buy some stuff. Did we get a Lohengrin? We didn't. Let's get him a Lohengrin. Let's see. Yeah, let's equip that. Yeah, do that. I don't have very good armor, do I? Let's see. Golden shield. Got the balaclava. Alright, you definitely need some stuff. You're gonna get a hat. Actually, you can both use that. Oh, whoops. Wizard hat for you, madam. Get some wizard robes for both of y'all. You get one, and you get one. More boots. Vaughn can get a linen cuirass as well. Round shield. Is round shield better than golden shield? Oh, that has better evade. Actually, shield's 2. Shield's 3. Let's go ahead and put that on Bosch. And on Balthier, can't we? Okay, yeah. Oh, he doesn't have the license. He needs shields 3. We'll hold on to it till then. Let's sell this. Killer bow we want to keep. Sell one of these. A top cappy hat we can sell. Armor we can sell. Kill him weave. They really named that kill him bit on the nose, don't you think? Sell that. Bronze helm we can sell. Keeping that. Let's see. Get a heavy coat. Equip it to her. How much do we have? Alright. Then let's equip Killer Bow. Oh yeah, a nice upgrade. Actually, does he have arrows too? Do you have better arrows? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Sell me stuff. Thank you. Stop, arrow. Oh, he's got spells too. This guy's got everything, brother. Oh, and pots too. Might want to get some high potions while we're here. That could be the move. Let's look. No, he's just got onion stuff. Bangle. Should be nice. Yeah, let's just buy some high pots. Get a few of those. Let's see, I hope there's a crystal on the other side. We're gonna live dangerously. You will now have the option of saving your game. Yes! That would be fantastic. Actually, we're going to use this file. Now that's spooky. When the game says, hey man, you might want to save your game. That's a cool building. Oh boy, here we go, disturbing the dead again. Alright, we got a thug walk in here. I'm fully expecting something to just jump out and try and kill us. Looks like there's somebody up there. Aw, the music swells. Very cool. Oh. Hello, Mr. Bird. Garuda. Actually, let's go ahead. Oh, we don't have Balthier out. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and cast Shell on Fawn. Then we're going to cast Shell on Frostlet. Go ahead and get our buffs out. We might actually not have too much of an issue with this guy, huh? If Fawn falls, we'll pull out Balthier. Alright. Surely we aren't that level, right? Like, we're gonna have one party member go down. And we pull out Balthier. Lady, you are not a tank. What are you doing? Alright, get back up, lady. Garuda's dogged. Do you have any other attacks, sir? Do you have a second phase? Like, what's going on here? Are you gonna die? Oh! It was all just a figment of your imagination. Nice. I do absolutely love the cool poses that the characters do after beating a boss. I love that. It's very silly, but also 12-year-old me loved it. That was the coolest thing ever. And I will hold on to that till my dying day. Ancient device stirs.
Long ago, the gods granted their favor to King Wraithwall, who would oversee the subjugation of a vast territory spanning from Mordalia to Valendia. Here he forged the Galtean Alliance. Though he is called the Dynast King, upon establishing the alliance, he demonstrated compassion for his people and disdain for needless war. A philosophy passed on to his successors, one that would bring peace and prosperity for hundreds of years to follow. It was during this time of peace that the city-states of Arcadia and Rosaria, each members of Wraithwall's alliance, took root and flourished. Wraithwall left 3 relics signifying descent from the Dynast King. Of these, the Midlight Shard was given to what would become House Nabradia, and the Dusk Shard to my ancestors, the founders of Dalmasca. The last of these relics was the Dawn Shard. It remained hidden here, known only to those of royal blood.
As though the Dynast King foresaw the very plight before us now.
None save descendants of the king are suffered within. If we attempt to enter without proof of such lineage...
There's no guarantee we'll make it out alive. Vicious beasts, fiendish traps, something like that.
But you must consider the prize. The Dawn Shard lies within, and Wraithwall's treasure.
And there was I, thinking this was going to be hard.
Sarcastic bugger. Let's throw down a quick save. Is there anything back down here? Aha! The merchants have arrived again. What's up, big homie? smart man. Alright. Tail of the Phoenix. Ah, okay. Marsh's Light. Gotcha. Whip pole. That'd be good. Alright, folks. I think that might be where we call it for today. We had a good little stream, didn't we? Closing in on 2 hours, 45 minutes, almost 3 hours. But I appreciate you guys spending the morning with me. And I hope the rest of your guys' day goes very, very well. And please, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy responsibly. And I hope to see you guys very soon. I'm planning to stream on tomorrow. I don't know what I will stream yet. But that is my intention. I usually stream later in the days on Sundays, but I got some stuff going on. I may stream a little bit earlier, but we'll find out together, and I hope to see you there. In any case, until next time, guys. Peace.